The thing that you do without thinking that takes others years to learn is probably worth more than credentials on the wall or the degree that you have. So let me tell you about Sarah. She spent 2 years trying to become a social media expert because that's what looked good online. She took courses, got certifications, studied the algorithms. She was competing against thousands, if not millions, of other social media experts. And her content sounded like everyone else's too. And meanwhile, Sarah had this other skill. For 5 years, she'd been the person at her accounting firm who handled all the client communication when people were upset about their taxes. She could take someone who was screaming about their tax bill and walk them through their situation until they understood it and felt heard. But of course she thought, it's not really a skill that I can get paid for online. It's just part of my job. But one day, a business owner friend said, I wish I could handle customer complaints like you do. The stories that you tell me sounds like you're a magician with angry people. And then it dawned on Sarah, this skill that she thought that wasn't that valuable, the thing she developed accidentally while doing her real job, was actually more valuable than the expertise she was trying to build. So you have two skill types. You have core skills and you have adjacent skills. Core skills are what you went to school for, what's on your resume, what you think you should monetize. And adjacent skills are what you picked up along the way, the secondary abilities that you developed to get better at your main job. And with core skills, there's high competition, obvious expertise, and those that are good at it will try to teach it. With adjacent skills, you have pretty low competition, unexpected expertise, and huge demand. So Sarah pivoted. Instead of teaching social media, she started teaching business owners how to handle difficult customer conversations. Within just a few months, she started making her first dollars online when she had been struggling for so long to do the core skill that wasn't making her any money. And here's why adjacent skills are more valuable than core expertise. They're all about real-world problem solving. They're battle tested. You didn't learn them from a course. You developed them under pressure, solving real problems. They're interdisciplinary. You combine knowledge from multiple fields in ways that specialists can't. They're underserved. Most people don't even recognize these skills as teachable expertise. Think about it. The project manager who became amazing at getting buy-in from difficult stakeholders. That's an adjacent skill that could be monetizable. Or the teacher who developed incredible systems for managing overwhelmed parents. I myself as a parent would use that skill. The nurse who mastered de-escalating family conflicts during medical emergencies. Highly useful skill. Or the retail manager who figured out how to motivate minimum wage employees, which is incredibly useful in today's market for employee training or having a better team atmosphere. These aren't soft skills, as we used to call them. These are million-dollar skills that most experts can't teach because they've never actually done them. I want to give you permission to monetize the obvious. Your adjacent skills feel too easy to monetize because you've forgotten how hard they were to learn. What's obvious for you could be someone's breakthrough to the new level of success that they're trying to get to. So approaching communication in a unique way that's second nature to you, someone just spent $5,000 on a business coach trying to learn it. The organizational system you created out of necessity, out of your own chaos. Someone's drowning in that same chaos and they would pay $500 right now for the exact solution that you use. Or it could be the way that you handle difficult people that you learned in customer service. This is someone's avoiding launching their own business because they're terrified of negative feedback and they don't know how to deal with it. So you have permission to teach what feels obvious to you. In fact, the things that feel most obvious are often the most valuable because you've internalized them so completely. Here's how to identify what million-dollar adjacent skill you might have. Think about, what do people ask for your help with? Not your official job, but the unofficial stuff. What problems did you solve out of necessity? Were there systems that you created because you had to? What compliments do you get that you dismiss? Like, oh, you're so good at, and then you brush it off because it's just a natural part of your day. What feels easy to you but hard for others? Something that makes you say, how does everyone not know this? And if you want a more detailed audit or some questions to guide you through finding your adjacent skill, I've created a 21 Days to Products That Pay email series. In that email series, it will walk you through how to find these skills that you can bring into your Ikigai and then eventually monetize and create a business from. Get that in the link below. So stop trying to become an expert in something new and start monetizing the expertise you already have. And once you've found the skill that comes so easy to you, you're going to need to know how to build proof from the beginning. Make sure you watch this video to see my detailed breakdown of how to do that. See you in the next one.